Hey, buddy. Hey, you want to say hello to everybody? Yes, sir. Good boy. All right. Yeah, that's it. You want a tummy rub? A tummy rub. Good boy. Good dog. Good boy. Good boy. Guys, welcome to a gorgeous evening here on the Stony Ridge Farm. Whew, I've been working, been going, and it's time to not go anymore and hang out with you guys. So welcome to the farm. We're gonna go check on the cows, ride by the chickens. I don't know if I'll need these sunglasses or not, but I got them on. If you're from Europe and it and it bothers you that I'm talking to you with sunglasses, get over it. Man, I get a lot of comments from our European folk that do not like for me to talk to them with sunglasses on. It's sunny over here, dude. It's sunny over here, over the pond. We are live on YouTube and we're live on Facebook, so there'll be some comments I'll answer from Facebook and YouTube. The chickens, we'll ride over here in just a second, check on those guys. They are outside the net right now. We're going to round them up just a little bit too, and then we're going to head over. We're going to move the cows. We're going to talk a little bit about what's going on the farm. It's live. It's Monday. It's a good time. And yeah, I'm excited to have you guys here on the farm with me. Now, first question, let me fire up the four-wheeler and we'll go down here and do a little chicken running. That'll be kind of fun. Let's turn the camera around where you guys can see me rounding up the chickens. And how come the chickens are out and not in their perspective coop? Well, I'll tell you why. The electric fence controller has a bad battery in it. And I'm not going to move the chickens over until they're too big to get through the fencing, to get through the netting. And some of them are already too big, so we're going to do the chicken round up here. Run, run, run. Chicken roundup, chicken roundup. Oh no, go back that way. There you go. Smart chicken live longer. Oh man, that's pretty funny. So that's what I do. They're just out exploring or whatever. I'm going to be moving them to the next section, probably about right here where I'm parked very soon. Welcome everybody. So let's head on over and take care of the cows real quick. They get their evening move. The yard is looking absolutely gorgeous. That's the birdies. They'll go into the coop. They're actually already probably going in for the night here pretty soon. Pretty cool. If you haven't seen that video building that chicken coop, check it out. Garden's looking good. Still haven't put all my mulch down, but I do have the extra mulch here. So we're looking good here. Got to get out here and weed this garden just a little bit tomorrow. And the big chickens. So we've got big chickens right here, and the big chickens, we've got some sitting on eggs right now. I'll show you guys real quick. We're gonna have some fun with that. Let's go over here and check them out. Oh goodness, I kind of like a walk and talking video, and sometimes I like a shadow puppet. So we've got some mama hens in here. You guys are gonna see them. They're gonna be grumpy. They're gonna go. Especially this one. This one's the grumpiest one. What you doing? You sitting on eggs? Yeah? How about you? And number 3, American Breeze sitting on eggs. That one's not quite as protective of her her little clutch. That's pretty funny. That's his dad's tractor. We're gonna get dad's tractor running sometime soon here. Stay tuned for a future video. All right, away this way to go take care of the cows. A little bit earlier today, I had some, it sounded like dogs or coyotes. I couldn't tell whether it was dogs or coyotes, but they were barking over here. I had to go on patrol. My neighbors call that my nightly patrol. I'll go on groundhog patrol. Oh man, Philip the Wise, yes. Oh my goodness. Wait till you see this pasture we're getting ready to go to right now. Let's go. Woo-hoo! Here we go. Let's get it. All right. Good afternoon, Joe from Arizona. You guys follow the channel? You remember me building this bridge? I believe it was last year. I'm 90% sure it was last year. I'm gonna get over here and open this here gate. You guys leave some comments. I can't tell if anybody's in here or not. Not seeing any comments yet, or a whole lot of them anyway. Looks like they might be frozen. Let's see if I can make this not fall down. There we go. That's right. I'm flip-flop farming tonight, guys. The work is almost over for the day, and I am wearing my hay dudes. Hay dudes are definitely appropriate cow pasture attire. You guys probably see the cows up on the top of the ridge right there. Awesome stuff. Here we go. I'm trying to read your comments. Patriot Rep in the house. Hickory 40 says Pasture's kicking butt. Evening from Michigan, says Dave. Awesome. Pamela in the house. How's the sick calf? We're going to get an update on that. It was not a good turnout. Not a good outcome. We'll get an update on that. I got a video coming out this week. We'll talk about that just a little bit. Got the cows to my left. Now, guys, we're on a farm. This ain't somebody's living room. This is a farm. You're going to see some flies on these cows, and that is normal. Flies are on the bison in the prairie, and cows have flies on them out here. I don't give them systemic fly medicine. Got the big TYM tractor over here. I've been mowing in behind the cows. Like I said, you're going to see some flies. We've got fly interventions going on right now. I'm testing out a few different interventions, but you're going to see a few flies. That's just all it is to it. I got a cow laying down over here, and I don't know why it's laying down. The other cows kind of went up to it and sniffed it. It doesn't appear to be in distress, but she's not getting up. So I don't know what's going on there. She's right there. Oh, she's licking a baby. Maybe she's got do we have a new baby today? What? Can't have a new baby. Does she just have a baby? Let me see. We'll go over there and check on her in a second. We're going to get these guys moved here. I'm going to turn the camera around once again. It's a pain in the butt to turn the camera around, and I appreciate everybody's patience on that. So we're going to go out into this pasture right here. I probably will let the cows through, and then I actually need to go double check a gate right now because they'll go straight to the gates. They know where the gates are. I know that gate's closed. So we're going to take a mad dash through the pasture once we get the cows moved. Woo, babies. Come on. Come on, kiddos. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, butthead. Come on, butthead. Y'all can't see anything. You're over there. There we go. Hey, butthead. What you doing, girl? You been licking? You been getting the licks? And Butthead Jr. Hey, you gonna let me rub you? Nope. Come up. Woo! Come on, babies. Come on, girls. Girls and boys, everybody. It's time to move. Come up. We do have a mama cow over there. She looks like she's getting up. Hold on. Let me turn the camera back around again. It was a pain in the butt. Here we go. I will say, this is a steer, and he keeps trying to breed. Stop trying to breed. That is Big Bud. I do believe we have a brand new calf over here. So I'm actually going to undo the fence. Oh, this way too. It looks like Mama's got a new calf. So we're gonna go check her, and we're gonna go check the fence line. We're gonna be active for a second here, guys. I gotta make sure that nobody can get out. Mama's good over there, so we'll come back to her in a second. Look at this grass. Oh my goodness, it's chest high. What do you think, Donnie? What do you think, Donnie boy? Chest high grass, and somebody's gonna be sneezing in a second. You can hardly see the cows. It's the best the grass has ever been on the farm this year. Unbelievable. The gate I gotta check is directly in front of us. I'm gonna ride through the grass and start sneezing here in a second. I will tell you this, guys, the ticks are really bad this year here on the farm. That gate looks like it's closed to me. We're gonna go check one more gate and then we'll go check on Mama. So stick around. Thank you guys, everybody, for joining me here on the farm. If not for you, this farm would not be here. It's unbelievable. Thank you all so very much for being here with me. Oh, we got a pasture treasure, do we? Yes, we do. One more Mylar balloon. Don't let balloons go, people. Yeah. Don't let balloons go. All right, we're going to check this gate, and then we're going to go check on Mama. I know she's got a baby, and I think it was Susie. We've had a lot of babies this year. Unfortunately, you'll hear about it in a future video, but I did post I had a sick calf, and I did everything I possibly could, but we did lose that calf, and I'm going to talk about that in more detail in the future video. Look how deep this grass is. Eat your heart out, baby. That's some good looking grass. Cows are looking great. Grass is looking great. They grazed this grass. Hey, Blackjack, how are you? They grazed this right around a month ago. And they're only going to be in here for about, we're going to give them a day and a half in here because there's a lot of grass and this is a large paddock. Typically I'd split it up, but I don't have any more fence posts left. All right. Beautiful. When we get done with the live stream today, I'm going to go out to dinner. That'll be nice. I've got oysters on my mind. I'm thinking about going to get some oysters tonight. Good old North Carolina oysters. So I'm just checking this gate, make sure it's good to go. It's locked, it's closed, it's good. Let's go see about this baby calf. You can see the grass isn't great everywhere. Thank you, Philip. Oh, Dave, thank you. 100 stars. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. If you guys see somebody sending stars, or if you send them, let me know. Thank you, buddy. That's $1. $1 bill. Every penny counts, man. Look at that. I don't know. Isn't that what they talked about in our national anthem, the amber waves of grain? That's awesome. That's just gorgeous. Gosh. Man, this farm's come so far. A lot of people are asking about the baby calf. It did not survive. It did not survive despite all my efforts, and there's a future video coming out. It's going to talk about everything that went on, everything that was done. Now, we got a new baby calf over here now. I'm going to go check on it. Mom's right beside it, and I hope it's okay. But if it's not okay, I mean, this calf was just born. If it's not okay, we'll address that also. Hey, Mama. That is 12, Mona. Hey, Mona girl. You just had your baby. And it's a mini Mona. Hey, mini Mona. Hey, mini Mona. So mom needs to consume her afterbirth. I need to get away from them right now. I'm sorry, girl. Shift four-wheeler. I need mom to consume her afterbirth. It's important. So we are going to get away from them. Maybe. Or maybe they're going to follow us. I guess she's consumed enough of her afterbirth. She's ready to move. Wants to get with the rest of the group. A new baby, is that a girl or a boy? Man said, Mom, I was just born. That's a little girl, a little Mona Jr. Isn't that awesome? Uh-oh. Oh, we ran headfirst into the water tank. That's awesome. Would you look at that? That's so cool. So cool. Can't complain about that, can we? We just saw more life. More life on the farm. Okay. That is where you guys are going to be perched here in just a second after I turn the camera around one more time. How you liking that fence post, guys? Lord have mercy. There we go. You'll see the cows meandering about behind me here. I just thought I would pull this over and we'd get a good view of the field. Now I can see. My dream view, says Shaw's Mining. Well, buddy, it takes a lot of work to get there, but it was my dream too. So you can do it. There's proof right here. Man, when I bought this place, what you guys are seeing back here behind me, this was grown up, overgrown in brush and briars and trees all out through here. Stuff about this big, and some this big. Will you cut any hay? No, not at all. No, 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 no. This is the result of not cutting hay. Look at this. That's the result of not cutting hay, not robbing my land of what it needs. The land needs to recover. We are bringing carbon to the soil. We had zero topsoil on this farm. And this is the result of unrolling hay, guys. And people are naysayers and saying you're wasting it. You're wasting. It's not wasting. I'm telling you that right now. Let's see if I can get rid of this little. I've got a little something on my screen here that's kind of annoying. I don't know why it's on there. How to get rid of it. If I lose you, I'll be right back. Oh, 100%? What does this say? Reduce, stop using the camera. Hide distracting items. What is that? I don't know. Yeah, this is the result of not mowing hay. I thought about it, and I've got a guy that I buy my hay from, and most certainly you could mow this for hay, and this probably, it might be enough hay to get me through the winter. But what I'm trying to do here is keep the cows moving, keep them moving. I have yet to have any stockpiled forage on the farm, meaning after the get off me. After the summertime, there's been no grass left behind. So in other words, I start feeding hay really soon in like October. And I don't want to feed hay in October. I want the cows to continue to graze. So we are not going to let them eat it down all the way. You can see what they just came off of over here and the difference in that and what we see behind us. They actually kind of overgraze some of that just a little bit, especially up here next to the waterer, but that's where they like to hang out. I'm going to go in tomorrow with Big T, TYM 1104 with the Woods Batwing mower and mow all that, just like that field where the Batwing is. So that's the program, and I got a video coming out about that. I've been testing some pastures, some fields to see what works the best for after the cows. So in other words, after the cows go through, what makes the pasture recover faster? Leaving it alone or mowing it? And that's a future video coming out very, very soon, guys. Very soon. So for those of you who have been following the airplane stuff, guys, I've been taking flying lessons in my spare time, what little spare time I do have. And we're going to have a little clip coming pretty soon. I did my solo, and we'll show you a little clip of that. I didn't take it in the airplane, but Shaw's Mining says, I'd leave it alone. Harry says, hit the like button. Yeah, man. Well, there's 185 of you in here, and there's 36 likes. It almost makes me cry deep, deep down inside. If you don't have one of these water bottles like this, you ain't living right, man. Carry this thing around with you. I don't like the crappy plastic water bottles that you get when you buy a big package of water bottles. I just don't like it. I think they're leaching plastics into my stomach. I don't want that. All right, I'm turning the camera around so you guys will get a little sunset shot right here. There we go. So you see, there's a few flies buzzing around me. It's nothing crazy right now, just normal. I am testing a solar-powered bug zapper, and it's up in the other pasture right now. When we get done with this live stream, we'll bring it out here and set it down so that the cows will get the solar bug zapper. There was a pile of flies up underneath that thing last time, so I haven't moved it because it's been raining over and over and over and over and over again, and can't really use a solar bug zapper when it's raining. Josh, how much did the lime application help? Look back there. I do think that our soil was so acidic that we're just having a very difficult time getting the grasses to grow, and the lime application really helped. And I actually put down some phosphorus on the soil too to help benefit the roots of the plants, and I did that early spring, and that has really, really helped turn this pasture around. I mean, it's just night and day difference with liming the pastures. And if you guys don't know, putting lime down on your pastures helps correct the pH if your soil is acidic. And this soil, the pH was about 4 when I started here. I don't know what it is now. I just see the results of what I got going. I will lime it again this fall, most certainly. And I think that's going to give it the boost that we need for next year too. So awesome. It really helped. Great question, Greg. Brian says, one step at a time. Cow poop helps too. Prescott says, I gave mine. It's easy. Gave mine. Prescott must have hit the like button. I see 15 of you hit it. Thank you. How often do you put lime down? So this was the first time I had put lime down on the pastures in 8 years. And typically, I mean, it's no easy undertaking. We're putting 3 tons of lime to the acre. 3 tons, 6,000 pounds to the acre. What you see behind me right here in this view is probably 4.5 to 5, maybe 6 acres. So do the math. That's a lot of lime. Truck after truck after truck after truck coming in here and spreading lime. But gosh, what did it do? It just, boom, it just took off. It really made the grass take off. So that, and I do think putting down a phosphorus really helped it also. So sometimes you just need a boost, and it needed a boost, and it got it. Man, as soon as it got that boost, it just boom. And this has been the wettest year I have experienced on the Stony Ridge farm. It has been raining. It's supposed to rain again on Saturday, Friday evening, as well as Saturday afternoon and Sunday. So it's not good for learning how to fly, but it is good for the pastures. It's really helped them recover quickly, and I'm super happy with all of this. It's been great. It did cost about $9,000 to lime the pastures and to put down the phosphorus. Overall, we're looking at close to 17 grand to get the fields the way they are. Even though I paid 17 grand in soil amendments, I still got 8 up with taxes. Last year, I made a pretty good profit on the farm. Amazingly enough, I sold somewhere in the neighborhood of $40,000 worth of cows. Cattle prices are crazy right now. I don't really have any plans to take any animals to the market. Everybody's having babies. Every cow, mama cow here produced a calf. Every mama cow here has produced a calf now. That is super cool. Awesome. What's going on in the love life? Woo-hoo. Do you ever burn that property? We'll talk about love life in a second. No. So I'm putting down carbon. I'm rolling out hay. I'm putting bedding down here. Bedding holds moisture. I don't burn my fields off because I want bedding down here to retain humidity, retain moisture, to keep that soil moist so that the earthworms can get through there. So I don't burn my pastures typically. Now we may test a paddock one day, but it's just me here. And what am I going to do? What if the fire gets out? I have had fires get out for sure. You can use wood ash too, says Joe. Brother, that's great in your garden or your yard. I've used it on bare spots in my yard, but looking at this scale right here, the scale of this is just astronomical. In order to produce enough wood ashes to cover this, I mean, it's just nearly impossible. So you gotta really think about the scale. I totally agree with you. It helps correct the pH, helps the soil, and I've got some spots. So I had some moss kind of growing in my yard, and I spread wood ashes over top of the moss, and it just took it right away. It did. I do what I call backyard composting. You guys might take notes here, and your wife or your husband might not like the idea. I take my vegetables and salad, like bag salad, anything that's a vegetable, organic material, not meat, but anything that's a vegetable, I will throw it out in the backyard. And I had a really sparse grass in the backyard, and I just chuck it out there in the yard, and it just rots. I run over it with the mower, chop it up. I'm talking about banana peels, lettuce, cabbage, head of cabbage, whatever. Onions, you get onions or taters that started to root, whatever. I'll throw them all out in the backyard. 2 weeks later, you'll never see them. Lemons, peelings of fruit, all sorts of stuff. And it really, really helps. Areas that we liked 2 years ago don't have many ferns. The new areas of ferns are 30 inches tall. Cool. No love life, Josh. So John's asking about the love life. I'm going to ask you guys a funny question. Fuller's Outdoor Country says, I'm thinking about having rotten sawdust hauled in to boost my soil. Our farm is also a tobacco farm, basically destroyed the soil without doing anything to improve it. Just know that that's going to make your soil very acidic, okay? Love life question. I'm dating, absolutely. Beyond the shadow of any doubt. I don't want to be alone forever. This place is too big to not share. The reason I'm here is so that I can enjoy it and share it. I'm going to ask you guys a funny question, and you might laugh at this, but I think it's psychotic. So, guys, I started taking flying lessons, and I was talking earlier in the year. I had started talking back with the former Miss Stony Ridge. Back in like January, I was dipping my toe back in that water, and I figured out that I didn't want that water again. But I'd been taking flying lessons, and I'd bought in as partners on an airplane, and we stopped seeing each other. And then I get word that she is taking flying lessons now, one airport over. I mean, there was never any interest. I've been interested in flying since I was a boy. I did my first discovery flight, which is the first initial flight that you do to see if you'd like to fly. I did that first flight back, gosh. The first one was about 8 years ago. She never expressed any interest in any of this. And now we busted up again. We started seeing each other. We busted up again. And I found out that she was sneaking and taking flying lessons without me knowing it. And I don't know, man. Is that weird? What do you? It just seems odd to me. And we were dating, we were together. It was something that we could have probably done together things would have been normal. But good gracious, that's not normal. I'm I don't know. It takes. That's something that I dreamed of. Like, have your own dreams. It's weird. Thank you, John. It is weird. That's just weird. It's just strange, man. What do you guys think? I mean, it's fine, but it's just weird. So, yeah, Chris, head games. Divorces due after divorces. What does it say here? Divorces due after divorce. What would have kept the marriage together? Brother, I'm not going to really get into it. She's stalking you, says Dave. Dude, that's kind of how I saw it too. And, if she sees this, fine. That's fine. But that's kind of how I perceived it. And maybe it's not true. Maybe I don't know. But that's just weird, man. That's just too much. Like, I don't know. Get away. Go away. Maybe she wanted to be a good co-pilot. Now, I agree with that. However, let's talk about it. Let's communicate about it. That's why we're not together. That is 100%, along with some other issues. That's 100% why we're not together. Poor communication, man. I mean, so that's pushing a button. The day you can, James says, the day you can figure out woman logic, please let me know. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I just thought, I mean, it just puts a yucky taste in my mouth, man. That's all it is to it. I do not talk to her anymore, Philip. And I'm sure after saying this, I will get an email or something. I I don't. I don't talk to her. I honestly, here I'm going to share this with 10,000 people. I've got her blocked. I don't want to, it hurts. It's too much. It hurts. It's wrong. It's just wrong. And what went on between us was just wrong. It was 1,000% wrong. So it's nobody's business what your love life is, says William. People ask, I bought a book. Dave says, I bought a book on trying to figure out women. Not past the first page yet. Oil and water, brother. You guys are funny. I don't know, man. It was just weird. But I am dating, and it's good. I'm happy, and it's great. So thank you for asking that. And sorry that I brought up weird. That's just weird. It's just weird to me. It just seems wrong. So I don't know. There are a few of you that know me personally and know what's going on, and is wrong. The whole thing was wrong. What I went through, nobody should go through, and I was dumb enough to do it. I guess I was dumb enough to go back 16 times. Like, come on, man. John says, watching from Morehead City, North Carolina. I'm going to be down that way pretty soon. Taking a trip to Oak Island. I've got family that has a little place down there. The reason I'm scratching and knocking stuff off of me is there are tiny grass mites that are crawling up on me and nipping at me. So they're little bitty tiny little things. I got bug bites all over me, man. Props for your strength trying to move forward. Thank you. Thank you so much. And Brian says, just be happy. Yeah, exactly. I'm not an unhappy person. I'm a happy guy. I look around. There's too much to be happy about. I will say that brought about a lot of misery, and it wasn't right. It wasn't cool. And a lot of you guys, but probably most of you have been through the big D, and I don't mean Dallas, but yeah, it is. you know, what we talk about in the live streams is a little bit different than what we talk about on the regular videos. I'm out here in the regular videos and I'm teaching you what I'm doing here on the farm, showing you what I'm doing, planting gardens, wrenching on old trucks, mowing the yard, mowing grass, having fun. But you know, we get a little more up close and personal. So that's it. Possibly can't break the chain because you're moving a shaker. On a lighter note, great job. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it. Anyhow, we get into more personal stuff, I guess. We got a visitor coming up here, and I need to make sure this gate's closed because this visitor might go out the gate. Do not go. Are you in heat and Donnie wants some little fun? Donnie looking for love? Looking for love in all the wrong places. Hang on. Let me fix this fence for you. For the cows, guys. Whoop. Oop. Don't want them to go back where they just came from. Typically, they won't go back, but better fix that. Oh, there we go. Just a little bit of work on the front end. Donnie's pretty cool here, low crap. Did you see that? This when I bragged on him. That's funny. Let's turn the camera around. We're going to watch these cows for a little bit while we talk. You guys don't need to see my ugly mug. You guys are drinking, getting the grub on. Hey, Donnie. Donnie's got a lot of girlfriends. Dave said you ain't having Rocky Mountain oysters. Not tonight. No, sir. That's funny. Just follow your gut and you'll be fine, says Chris. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. How many cows do you plan on butchering this year? Probably 2. But I just don't know. And I am in search of, I've got to have a conversation with my butcher. I just do. And Donnie, we're talking about butchering, okay, bud? I got to have a conversation with my butcher because some of the things that I ordered were mislabeled, and I can't have that. You just can't have somebody that doesn't have that attention to detail as your butcher. It just ain't gonna work. So, yep. Charlie Jordan's YouTube channel says, "Hey, Donnie. Hey, big boy." He thought I was gonna come after him. That's pretty funny. Tammy getting friendlier? No. Where is Tammy? Did you guys see Tammy go through? I think she's out here somewhere. She better be. I'm pretty sure Tammy went on through. Now I know why I heard coyotes a little bit earlier, though. I heard the coyotes because that cow was Mona was having her baby. So, yeah, Tammy's not getting very relaxed. And your barber. Man, Dave said, what you talking about, Dave? Hold on, Dave. Let me see what we got here. You having Rocky? Yeah, I let my hair grow out a little bit just for fun, just see what happened. Mitchell's in Walnut Cove is the best. Well, we'll have to give them a call. I've taken the cows to Mitchell's for sure. They had some troubles back in the day. The roof fell in on the building. And I may be trying a different one just for fun. So, Philip Wise says, have you ever heard of Dr. Grant Woods? He goes into great detail on soil health. I have not heard of Dr. Grant Woods. I'm kind of doing my own thing here, and it's working pretty darn good. There's a lot of information out there, but you know, it's really not that complex. I'm going to get the sprayer out soon, and we're going to go in behind the cows, and we're going to be inoculating the fields with a biologic fertilizer product, which is certified to be usable for certified organic. And we're going to be doing that starting next week. It's called Earth Gen 215. And I'll get you guys some footage of that, and we'll talk about what it does, how it works, and all that jazz too. So Thank you, Daniel. The farm is looking great. Cows are kind of cruising about right now. They've yet to go that way. Everybody's kind of up on the hill here. I will say that I'm very proud of my pastures. They have flourished beyond what I ever thought they would, and hopefully they continue to flourish this way. Are you going through all the paddocks after the cows with the batwing? Dave White asked. So yeah, so you see the tractor with the batwing mower over there, the Woods batwing. I did a little experiment, and I have found just going in and knocking the tops out of the grass really helps with pasture recovery. And I'm mowing it really, really high. So all I'm doing is going through pretty fast and shaking out the grass seed. And you guys can see here, I got a video coming out on this weekend, by the way. So you'll get a lot of detail, but shaking out that grass seed. Let's see if I can knock some out. Yep, it's not quite, seed head's not quite mature yet. Not quite. Put you guys on this post here. See if we can see the cows. There we go. Following in your footsteps, just bought a 55-acre farm. It's a mess, covered up with brush, briars, and blackberries. Awesome. Where blackberries will grow, grass will grow. Anthony from Newfoundland, Canada. Awesome. I got some friends that go up to Newfoundland and they do the Targa race. Anthony, have you ever seen the Targa Newfoundland race? Is that a pain in the butt for you, being a Newfoundland resident? Oh, I wondered about that. Mitchell's has been bought out and is much better now than in the past. All right. Well, that's good to know, brother, because that's the problem. That's the one I had problems with. That is the one I had problems with. As a matter of fact, I went to, so Mitchell's has something they call the meat ball. Every year they have a get together, and I'll be at that this year if you guys want to meet Stony Ridge Farmer. Mitchell's Meats does a thing called the meat ball, and it's pretty cool. When your grass is that high, how long do you keep cattle on it? Well, let's just look. So you see how high the grass is right here now? Well, they'll be out here on this section. Typically, I'll block it off into 3/4 to 1 acre paddocks. So really should have had this cut off and let them graze it strip, 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 strip. But instead, I'm going to do exactly what I did with the last paddock. And they just came off of this and moved on to this. I'm just going to graze them out here for probably, I'm going to say 3 days, but I need to kind of pay attention to how well they're grazing it and how it looks. But I'm going to say probably 3 days. And they're on a large paddock right now. So when I do the every 12-hour moves, I just ran out of post and wire. I don't have any more post and wire. There are 280 something posts out here. And I got to take all that back up in the wintertime. So, yeah, I ran out of post and wire. It's crazy, huh? Anthony says, never love to watch the Targa to see which one goes off the road. Yep. If you guys don't know what the Targa race is, it's a bunch of rich guys that get together with their sports cars and they race on the street. So that, like in Targa, Newfoundland, they kind of shut the island down a little bit, close off the streets, and then they run the race. And it's a timed race, I do believe. So it's pretty cool. Good stuff. Moan Characters Reserve Equine Retirement says, woo, man, that's a $50 handle if I ever heard one. Awesome. Do they ever need shade, Joe? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, they sure do. Each paddock has its own shade, and it's going to be 80-something degrees tomorrow. So this paddock right here, that's the shade tree. This one, there's the shade tree. There's another shade tree back here. This one, right there is the shade tree. So part of the reason why I'm giving them a larger section also is so that they do have shade. I'm hoping some of them will come up a little closer. How's Dad's Bronco coming along? It's sitting in the garage getting covered up with stuff. It's not coming along yet. Not yet. Moan Characters Equine long title says, who sent you? Canine Striker. That's awesome. What grasses do you have there? Much clover. Yeah, so what you're looking at right down there is a little bit of grass and a little fescue grass and clover. It's mainly fescue. Multi-species pasture, so we've got some fescue, some annual ryegrass, some perennial ryegrass. Yeah, all sorts of grasses out here and legumes. So we've got some what people would call weeds, but there's a little bit of some weeds in here, but not a whole heck of a lot. We have a little Cerisi lespedeza in there. We've got plantain, all kinds of stuff. Do you get any morels yet in your search for mushrooms? I have not. I've not found morels. I've been told where some are. We had a really odd year this year. We probably will start getting chanterelle mushrooms. Here's Butthead. Here goes Butthead. Hey, girl. Yep. Yeah, we'll probably get some chanterelle mushrooms. What minerals do you give your cattle, says John. Daniel, you asked the right question. Butthead was right there. I give my camels, I give my cattle a mineral block, just a standard mineral block from the local farm store. It's the multi-mineral block, not just salt, and it's not the high sulfur one. That seems to be doing pretty well. I did have a free choice mineral feeder, but it costs way more. It was costing upwards of $2,800 a year to keep that mineral feeder stocked up, and that just wasn't going to work. Moan says, I want a camel. I don't know if you want a camel. If you've ever ridden a camel, you might not want one. I've ridden them. Great to see Butthead on the farm. Desert horse. Grumpy desert horse. Camels are weird critters, man. When I was over, I was in the Air Force, and I was over in Saudi Arabia. I got to ride a camel. They're different, and they're grumpy. They're crotchety animals, man. They're like grumpy old men. Let's turn this thing around here. Oh, let's get the hay dudes in. Oh, right here. There we go, guys. All right. We got to watch some cows here. One hump or two. I think it was a two humper. Thank you for your service. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. They do. They spit and they're mean. Look at this baby coming up through the grass. You can hardly see it. They will spit and they're mean, and I think this baby's looking for mama. And if you guys know the cows by name, that one right there, the big one that's coming, is Susie. Susie looks like she's about to pop again. I don't know how it could be possible for her to have two babies. These cows are so fat. Amazingly enough, no dewormer. No dewormer this year. Hey there, kiddo. That's a little curious one. Curious little heifer. Hey, girl. We got one heifer that's going to be nice, and I think it's going to be I think it's this one. Come on over and see me, little girl. Want to come see me? Come say hey to everybody. You're a famous cow. Did you know that? She might be a keeper. She's a pretty little girl. You run the bull with the girls full time. I do now. The reason I run the bulls with the girls full time now is because it doesn't seem to matter. We don't have a very harsh climate here, a very harsh winter, so it doesn't matter when we start calving. So it just doesn't matter so much. So I'm just leaving the. You think about this. I don't want to sell all of my animals at once anyway, and I can't butcher them. If I'm butchering a steer, I can't butcher them all at once. I don't have enough freezer space. So how much do the cows cost you? Imagine you get deals somehow. I haven't bought a cow in 4 years, man. Except I bought Donnie. Donnie the bull was $3,200 3 years ago. So I don't. The farmer typically, like myself, might buy a bull, but he's typically not buying cows. Once we got my herd established, we've got good genetics. We don't really buy a cow, but that's Cindy right there in front of us. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Cindy. Um, a cow like Cindy, if I had to sell her, she would go for probably in the neighborhood of $1,800, $2,200. So you think about this, guys, and let me talk to you about farm finance real quick. Let's think about this. You know, you've got land and you've got to take care of it and you've got to keep it mowed. The deal with having cows is, let's just turn around and use Cindy as an example. Hey, girl. So look at Cindy. Cindy's had 4 calves. Cindy's initial upfront cost when I bought her, she cost about $1,100. Okay, $1,000 to $1,100. She's had, like I said, 4 calves. So the first 2 calves pay for Cindy. Okay, and then every calf that she produces afterwards is profit. So in other words, you've made an $1,100 investment, and in 4 years, that $1,100 has doubled, and that $1,100 earns 50% every year thereafter. So she'll probably be productive for 12 years, 15 years maybe, could be even longer. So every 2 years, you double your money after that. So once you paid for the cow, every 2 years, you doubled your money. When you look out in the field of cattle out in the pasture, this is a walk-in savings account, guys. You come on hard times, you can always sell a cow. So if I sold Cindy, of course I wouldn't sell Cindy, but if I did sell Cindy, she would probably pay 3 months' bills for me. Don't have a lot of bills. I live pretty simple. I hope you guys liked that video. I posted a video recently about getting out of debt. Man, what a life changer. Getting out of debt is such a life changer. Oh, we got a drinker coming. Oh, and it's Big Bud. Oh, we're going to go see Big Bud. Hold on. Let's go see old Bud. Hey, big old Bud. Big Bud is huge. Big Bud. Hey, man. You getting you a little grub, a little water? Give me a little rub, a little head rub. Hey, Big Bud. No, don't leave. I interrupted him. Look how big he is compared to the 4-wheeler. Bud is probably 1,600 pounds. He is a big old boy. Thank you. Tom said like the video about getting out of debt. I'm glad you like it. Love the debt-free video. Thank you, guys. Emotional attachment, says Chris. I'm not. I mean, they're animals, and I care for them, but I'm not. I'm not married to Cindy. And shoot, even though I was married, I got rid of that too. So it's not really emotionally attached. I'm checking my fence here. Make sure I'm powered up. I'm not really seeing it. I don't think I'm powered up. I think my battery might be dead. I have to get a new battery on my fence charger. These cows ain't worried about it. They're not going anywhere. Look at that mouthful of grass Cindy's got right there. Yeah. How's the flies? Well, you see them. I'm not really having a big fly problem or anything. You spoke about debt free, but how about a mortgage burning episode? What's mortgage burning? I don't know what that is. Define. Oh, I spooked the little lady. It's okay, little girl. Come on back. I spooked you. Come on back. Yeah, what's mortgage burning? I don't know what that is. So Sean, the flies aren't bad. And the cows have some flies on them. That's normal. I do not give systemic fly treatments to my animals. I don't want to eat that crap. I don't want to give my animals something in their bloodstream that could potentially pass on to me. So we're controlling flies with a new little apparatus. It's a solar powered bug zapper. And as soon as we get done here with this live stream, I want to run back over there and get it. 214 of you in here and 98 likes. Guys, let's see if we can get this thing up to 200 likes. Come on, everybody. All at once. Get her done. Get her done. Hickory 40 Cattle Company says, I had a cow-calf operate. I had a cow that had a calf about a month ago. She was mean to the calf and would knock it down. I sold them 2 days later after giving the cow plenty of chances. The pair brought $2,700. Wow, that's crazy. That's high prices right there. Do you ear tag anymore, Gary? I will ear tag the cows that I'm going to keep, but from what I'm seeing, my genetics and the whole herd is great. Tom says only 45 likes on the YouTube page. We're up to 108 now. 103 on Facebook. Facebook's beating YouTube. Man, come on, man. There's Tammy. Right there. See her walking in the middle of the screen? We paid our farm off. We burned the payment book. Okay. I don't have a payment book. I never had a payment book. You guys must have bought your farm in the 80s. I remember those payment books. My first car had a payment book. When you went to the bank teller to pay your payment, that was back in the day, you tore off one of the payment slips and handed it to them and made your payment. Yeah, I didn't have a mortgage burning. I worked my butt off, and I celebrated in my own way. I paid it off twice too, which is really cool. You know you're doing okay when you paid it off twice, I guess. I just sacrificed and did my thing. So, yep, now everything's electronic, Dave. That's it. That's it. You haven't had a payment book in a long time. 350-pound calves around us are selling for $4.90 a pound at the stockyard. That's a lot. That's good money. That's very good money. What is that? What's the math on that? 490 times 350. What is the math on that? Somebody do the math. I'm so bad at math on camera. It's $49 for 100 pounds, right? So it would be 200 pounds would be $98. So 98 times 2. Hold on, let me do my math here. Let me do my figuring. Cows are being strangers today. $98 times 2 is 196 plus another 49. Oh no, that would be 3. So somebody do the math. It ain't $1,700. No way, man. 400. What did it say? 350-pound calf. Hold on, man. We gotta do the math. 350-pound calf. Let's say 490. Let's just say $5 per pound. What's that? How much is that? What are you coughing about, sweet Susie? You're eating too fast. Well, 100 pounds would be... I'm so bad about math on camera. Somebody do it. Somebody get your calculadora out. Cluck Cluck Chicken says hello. Hello. Dave says about $1,300. Do you feel as though you've got to be cautious around Donnie? Yes, he's pretty gentle, but I'm still very cautious. I'll turn my back on it. How many cows do you have? There's about 53. We've got one extra one If you tuned in earlier in the video, we've got a new calf today. Mona had a calf. 1715 more. 1715, 1750. Gosh, that's insane. That's crazy prices right there. That is crazy prices. Well, I guess this is about 140 grand walking around out here. I don't know. I think it's a heck of a nice lawnmower, though. What do you guys think? All right, what we got here? We got a big long comment. I like those. Rick Duggar says, had a bull that was introduced to my cows for a week. He showed no interest. Vet sent some pills to get him excited. After another week, he actually broke through the fence and took care of my neighbor's cows too. Yep, that's it. What plant caused the bloat in your herd? I've only had bloat twice, and it was acorns that caused them to bloat. We have a very diverse pasture here. We do have some clover in the pasture, but we don't have fields of clover, which would cause bloat. So Ted says, I've watched you for years. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Good to have you. Good to have you. Beautiful sunset here. The sky's starting to turn colors for us. I like it. You got to stick around. Look at that. I mean, just getting more beautiful by the minute. I do have 3% battery life left on my telephone here, and that's what we're doing our live stream on right now, is our telephone. So, as much as I'd like to continue doing the live stream forever, ever, I think we're going to have to go, guys. We'll take a couple more questions here. Josh, turn the page with your love life. Hold on. We're still talking about that. Let's see what we got. Turn the page with your love life. Move on, bro. You're an awesome person. Hardworking dude. Just turn the page. I have turned the page. Absolutely. And I've lost some hair. There go the Oakleys. Yeah, I've turned the page, man. But, it's just part of your life. So, we celebrate successes, and we've got to celebrate when we lose. We often learn so much more from losing and screwing up than we learn from triumph and winning. I mean, trial and error. Trial and error is what got this field the way it is. Trial and error. It just takes time. So it's okay, man. Me talking about it doesn't mean that I'm so sad. I'm not sad about it. And I'm happy. I'm happy by myself. I don't need anybody. I think clarity comes when a man figures out, or a woman figures out, how to just be happy with themselves by themselves. That, I think that's when you've crossed over to the 9th level. You know what I mean? That's just, I think you cross a line where you are content with just being yourself and being with yourself. And I enjoy being around people. Last night, I went out to dinner with some friends. I flew the airplane yesterday. Awesome time. Went out to dinner with some friends, and I got done with dinner. I was like, man, I kind of want to go catch a band or something. Here I am, almost 50 years old, and I went out and listened to some live music at a little local pub. One of my favorite little pubs in Greensboro. It's called Wahoo's. And actually, I may go back tonight because there's live music tonight, and Stony Ridge Farmer is playing it. I got my guitar out, and I think I'm gonna go. Maybe not. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go play. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. But I've been playing my guitar. I try to pick it up at least 20 minutes a day, something like that. You can think about nothing else. When you pick that guitar up, I get a cup of coffee, I sit down by the coffee table, drink that cup of coffee, play a couple songs, and it clears your mind. Like I said, it's okay to be by yourself. It's just fine. Just ask Tammy. Tammy! Guys, we're going to check Tammy out real quick before we go. We got to hang out with Tammy. This is a good conversation today, too. I'm enjoying the live stream. This is an ultra wide lens. Let's see how this does. Hey, Tam. Tammy, what you doing, girl? I don't think I want the ultra wide lens. Let me see what else we got here. See if this is different. Ultra wide, dual camera. It's about the same. Tammy, hey Tammy. Tammy, come on over here. I'd like to talk to you about our Lord and Savior. Come on, Tammy. Just signed the papers for a truck. Pick it up on Wednesday. I hope it wasn't. I hope you're not going into debt for it, buddy. Please don't. Don't do it. Don't do it. That car debt, man, that's what keeps the middle class in the middle. I'm trying to dig my way out of that middle class so I can have me something to retire on. Sound like me? My thoughts and my coffee. Essie. What kind of truck you getting, man? I want to know, Phil. I'm curious now. I'm encouraging you to not get in debt, but I will live my new truck life vicariously through you if you'll let me do that. It brightened up the picture. Okay, cool. Maybe you should sing to Tammy. Tammy, 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 king of the Tammy, Tammy. Nope, didn't work. Here comes Notch. Notch is getting big too. Notch is called Notch because he's got a little notch cut out of his ear where I tried to put his ear tag in when he was a baby and he jerked his head away. 2013 Honda Ridgeline. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. I hear good things about Honda Ridgeline. It's kind of a truck and then kind of not. And I think they get pretty darn good gas mileage. Brian Forrest, I'm good, brother. Brian asks how you doing. I like the cars that are new to me, not new to payments. Awesome. Get it paid for if it ain't, man. Buckle down, get her done. Stony Ridge Farmer, I'm a subscriber on YouTube from England, UK. Would you name a female calf after me? I have epilepsy, seizures, and medical conditions. Victoria. Of course, Victoria, but I've got to pick the cow that I'm going to keep, the calf that I'm going to keep. I don't know who I'm going to keep yet, so. Yeah. Good night. Who just said good night? Mick, good night. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate it. Guys, it's a gorgeous day. I've still got to run and get that bug zapper right quick. Sounds like the tree swallows are getting ready to start cutting loose. I've got birds flying all over the cows, gobbling up them flies too. And we got 171 likes. I bet we could still get to 200. Is that a Sasquatch out there? Nope, that's just Tammy. We got a new baby. Mona's had a baby, a little baby girl. Awesome. You know what? We could name Mona's. I would have to put an ear tag in Mona's baby to name her. Maybe we could name her Little Vicky. Not good gas mileage. Mine's a 4-cylinder car. Yeah. Cool. Well, guys, it's time that we said goodbye. The sun's setting. Beautiful North Carolina sunset. Thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate you. If not for you watching this channel and sharing these videos, click that share button. You got a favorite video? Click that share button. Share it with your friends. We'll see you next time on the Stony Ridge Farm, guys. Take care. Have a great day. Andrew from Wichita Falls. Enjoy that beautiful Wichita Falls sunset, buddy. Take care. See you next time. Woo!